Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Michael Filguera, and I'm joined by my co-host,
George Filguera.
and we're the Biscayne Boys. You know, I feel like our intro is kind of like blah.
Me too.
Like, I feel like it's not high energy, you know? Like,
Yeah.
there's people that are like really
And
high
I'm really
energy.
upset at my mic situation right now because I'm talking at a really good volume and it's so low.
But that's a decent thing. Don't worry. It works out. If it's low for them, they could just raise the volume.
And then you're going to be loud, though.
No, I'm not. Do you not see the settings?
I'm looking at the settings and I see the settings you're talking about because I'm looking at the settings that you're talking about. And the settings that you're talking about are showing a big difference in our voice
Yeah.
volume.
Whatever that means.
VV. It's a technical term in the biz. I don't expect you to know it.
Like I think about like Miami Heat Pete, for example. Which this is not a shout out at
This
all.
is not a good start.
Like, you know, like I think about them. There's high energy. You know, there's music. The intro, the host, you know, starts it. You know, high energy.
They don't have these weird fucking things.
I bet they do. They just don't have YouTube videos.
I'm sure they don't have it.
Dick. You know, like so, like stuff like that. Speaking of them, actually, if you guys want a way more serious professional podcast, go ahead and check them out. Like for the Miami Heat, we are very casual, laid back. You know, this is like, you know, not bathroom talk. Locker room talk? You know, like that. Like that's what this feels like. You know, this is like we look at stats, but not really at that level. You know.
If you want us to get more analytical, we could, but the truth is like we like to just like break down games and talk about like certain plays and certain feels of the game.
We look more at the feel of the game than like statistics.
Yeah, I like talking about gameplay in general. I don't really like look too much at averages or this or that, you know, because at the end of the day, statistics should be what's it called? Like, I don't know how you describe it. Like they could be swayed or whatever,
like
in any way skewed, I guess is the right word. Thank you. In any way you want, like to make it look a certain way. So I've always just enjoyed breaking down games and like how players think and the way they look and stuff like that. So that's just me. I was doing this with my hands. You saw that? Yeah. You know. Games.
Real quick though, before we get into like actual basketball, sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm recovering from like a cold. You know, my throat was bothering me earlier this week, so if I sound a little like nasally or anything like that, it's because I'm dealing with some congestion. Sorry about that. I also did want to talk about
what is wrong.
Our numbers have like skyrocketed on, you know, like iTunes and Spotify, and we gained a massive amount of Twitter followers. Big shout out to, I think it's Rise Up podcast community. Basically, it's a group of like 40 or 50 of us that we're doing. We're just helping each other out, supporting each other. You know, like, so I gained like 60 or 70 Twitter followers just this week. So, you know, like, big shout out to them. There's a lot of really cool guys. If you guys are just trying to start a podcast or anything like that, be sure to contact them. Yeah, I'll probably like have their @ or something in the description or something like that. Really nice guys. You know, we're just all about kind of helping each other, supporting each other to grow. So it's really been working, actually. I showed George. We are at 95 listeners for the month of March, which we're only halfway through, and that's already the most we've ever gotten in a month. Our previous high was 81. So clearly it's working. I'm happy about it, you know, reaching more people and stuff like that. But enough of that. Let's get into some basketball. That's what you guys are here for. Not stupid stats about podcasts. We're talking about us. We're talking about the Miami Heat. 3 games this week. Miami Heat ended the week 2-1. Well, not too bad. We played first game of the week came against the Detroit Pistons.
That was a shit show.
We won 108-74. Which is crazy. That's insane. Gosh, we held them to 74 points. We held Griffin to 13 points.
They only had 8 points in the third quarter.
Holy God.
What happened to them in that quarter? That was the quarter you were talking about. That was the quarter that we went on the 24 or 26-0 run.
Yeah.
Or 21.
22, 24. It
was like the longest run that we had without a team scoring points or whatever this season. It was pretty good.
Blake Griffin only had 13 points, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists.
He was minus 32.
Minus 32.
He's the reason that team, really, that guy plays.
They
Unbelievable
lost by
basketball.
34.
He plays
and he was minus 32.
unbelievable basketball.
He was in
Dude,
for the whole time.
I hate the way he plays sometimes, dude.
Oh, man. Just like a great showing. There was no real standouts from our team, but it was just like all together. Richardson had 13. Waiters had 14. Winslow had 16. Adebayo had 10.
Yeah.
Wade had 11. Whiteside had 13. Dragic had 10.
Starters had 62 points. The bench had 46. So pretty, I guess, close. You could say there was a good team effort there.
We shot 46%. We held them to 35%.
What I will say about this week though is that
shot good from 3 and
oh yeah,
the free throw
well
line, too.
we out rebounded them great, 51-37, and what was it? Andre Drummond.
No, he played.
Yeah, he did play, which was big. And then turnovers, we kept it to 11, and points in the paint was 50-30, like in our favor, which is like a big difference.
Considering that's like one of the best big man duos in the league.
Yeah,
like,
but Bam was having a good time. Again, it's the same thing about Bam starting and Whiteside coming off the bench. It's been working.
Whiteside played great that game,
but he did play good.
He made Andre Drummond look like a fool.
But well, I just want to say something about this week though. It's that, and I guess you could say a little bit about last week. We've been doing really good. I think we were 6-1 or 7-1 now in our last 8 games at home or something like that.
I think so.
So we're doing, I think, pretty good. The difference, mostly like what stands out to me, is a sense of urgency. Every game, we're not like waiting to get into a rhythm. It's like we're kind of like, okay, we have to make this happen. We can't just expect the game to come to us. And this game was an example where we came out swinging. The Milwaukee game as well, and the game today, which was against Charlotte. So that's the biggest difference I'm noticing in these last stretch of games, like whether you say like 5 to 10 games. Mm-hmm. It's been a huge sense of urgency, at least what it seems.
Yeah, no,
and
definitely
not from the team in general, like from the offensive schemes or defensive schemes. It's like from the individual players. Like Whiteside plays with urgency now coming into the game. Obviously Winslow, Bam, and Jay Rich are playing with it.
There's like a feistiness.
Yeah.
You could tell that there's like
a hunger to like.
We could have easily sat back and said, "Let's get a good pick," but clearly the team didn't want to do that, and like they're showing that they don't want to be considered like that lottery team. Yeah. They're fighting really hard. Me personally, I think they've completely asserted their dominance over these like low tier playoff teams that I've kind of been talking about these past few weeks. Blowing out Detroit, blowing out Brooklyn, beating Charlotte by a good amount. Now this week, it's like we're kind of showing like, okay, we may not be a top 4 team, but we're the best bottom 4 in the playoffs. So like I'm loving it. Yeah, just like it's exciting. It's exciting to watch. It's like this is how this team should have been playing since the start of the season.
Just a good overall effort, honestly. Our field goal percentage was around 46%. Free throw percentage was 79%, and 3-point was 39%. So just to give you an example, I already told you points in the paint. It was just a great game, and we did not let off. Let me tell you, we like really stuck it to them.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't much of a landslide of a game until the third quarter. The third quarter, all of a sudden, they just took a shit.
Yeah, no, awesome though. I love seeing that.
Next game is against the Bucks.
I just wish we had like a soundboard. So,
the next game against the Bucks was actually a pretty exciting game. In the first half, if you're a Heat fan, it was 113-98. We lost. Giannis had 33 on us and 16 rebounds, but we started the game amazing. I think we had the lead up to 23 points. We had the lead. Justice had 20 points at the half. In the first half, he had 20 points. He was doing everything right, too. He was taking confident threes. He was just, attacking. He wasn't scared. We were doing a pretty good job of, just putting pressure and keeping the pressure applied. But what I got from it was that Giannis in the second half just said, okay, now it's time to get serious and make a push to win this game. He imposed his will on the game, and the thing started to change for them drastically.
They erased the deficit so fast.
It was crazy. They erased it in a couple minutes in the third.
They didn't erase it. They deleted it. Yeah. And it wasn't like they control A. They selected everything, and they pressed backspace and deleted it.
Just to give you an idea, look how we started the game. We had 37 points in the first quarter. They had 19. Second quarter, even. In the third quarter, they had the 37. We had 18. So it just switched right back. And then in the fourth, they had 34, and we had 18. So they really, like, in that second half.
We scored more points in the first quarter than we did in the entire second half.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's insane.
That is crazy.
Giannis finally had a good game against us. He had a Giannis game. 33 points, 16 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Shot 12 for 19. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's so good. He's so good. Bledsoe played great. 17 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 steals.
Middleton played really good, too. He had 21 points. He had 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. Middleton, I'm telling you, is going to be that guy. Come playoff, he's going to be a really solid, I think, personally, consistent piece for them. Mm-hmm. More consistent than Bledsoe. Watch. Even though Bledsoe's having, like, I think a career year, he's just playing really good. Mm-hmm. I think that Middleton is going to be the more consistent guy there.
And you know, I'm not discrediting the Bucks in any way whatsoever, but that second half, it felt like we came out and we were like super flat-footed.
Yeah,
like it didn't look like they started to go on a run, and the guys weren't really hanging their heads low, but there was like no energy.
It just looked like we couldn't keep up almost.
And honestly, that's what these high like seeded teams are gonna do to you. These good teams, that's what they'll do. They're going to erase a deficit like that, no problem.
Yeah.
You look at teams like Golden State, Milwaukee, Toronto. Those guys down by 20 going into the third quarter, no problem.
Yeah. And
they can bring the game back in a matter of like 6 minutes.
And another good example is too LeBron and the Cavs. They weren't as consistent last year, but the year before that, they were kind of that team as well where they would like get in a deficit and then just like come right back. You know what I'm saying? So. Mm-hmm. But this game, I mean, the craziest thing, too, is Justice had 20 points at the half. He did not score a single point in the second half. Yeah. That just bothers me, dude, so much. I feel like he's been so close to getting 30 points so many times this season. Mm-hmm. And it's like always...
No, I feel you. I'm sorry for cutting
No, you're good. I just feel like, I don't know. It's frustrating because he's very aggressive. I don't know. It's not his fault, honestly. No. It's just the game fell apart in the second half. Like, we just couldn't do anything.
And we didn't play terrible. We shot 41% as a team, which isn't that bad.
No, it's not terrible.
36 from 3 as a team. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we had the same 3-point percentage as them, so it wasn't that necessarily.
We got to do a better job at the free throw line. Obviously, it's not a 20-point difference, but we only shot 56% from the free throw line, and we had 25 attempts. That's unacceptable.
Total rebounds.
You're getting freebies there. You
gotta take advantage. And that's something we always suffered with, or I mean, always struggled with. But the thing is, in the playoffs, man, free throws are a big part of the game, and you're not gonna be like I mean, it's not that you're not gonna be successful. It's like you said, you have to take what they give you, and you're not gonna be shooting fucking 50% from the free throw line in the playoffs, dude. Like
it's unacceptable.
That's
you'll lose games.
Yeah, it's a big deal. What's it called? And then rebounding wise, they had 52 to our 45. Again, I think Giannis plays a big part in the rebounding.
And that's
but
not even that bad though.
No, it's not that bad. But Giannis does play a big part in the rebounding, and that team in general has pretty good rebounders.
I know, and I think they're like one of the best rebounding teams in the league.
Yeah, because they have him, they have Brook Lopez, Middleton rebounds fine. They have Tony Snell. They have a lot of guys that now they have Mirotic. Like they have a lot of guys that could get in the paint and make it happen.
We had less turnovers than them. Only 12. They had 5, which is 12. They had 15. Sorry.
And then the points in the paint were 58 to our 54, which is pretty even considering the rebounding was
pretty darn good. We had more offensive rebounds, 10 to 8. And Giannis sometimes just like gets in the paint and like fucking stat pads. He'll just like throw like 3 shots up and get the ball back.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of kind of him, or what I've noticed who does that really well. This is completely off topic. Zion. Have you noticed Zion would just chuck the ball up and then just read the rebound? Excellent.
That's a good topic. We'll talk about that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about after this.
Yeah, we could actually just mention.
But look.
Well, I think I just took a deep ass breath into the mic. And
yeah, I know. I think it's so sensitive that these people
are gonna be like, "Wow, dude."
Mouths like slide.
Dude, I just took a.
Look,
this is terrible.
The reason this game bothers me so much is because we had it.
Because we were up.
We had it. We could have put this team away. We didn't.
This game bothers me for other reasons.
It just shows that this is like, I'm not gonna say a 20-point loss is what sums up the season, but it kind of does. Like the way this game went, like the way it took its course. This is kind of what like we've been. Like it's like we're just too inconsistent. You know, we haven't been consistent enough to really put together a good streak of games up until now. You know, like at this point in the season, which is like something that we should have been doing like in the middle of the season, like this little run, getting into a rhythm. But
I told you earlier,
I didn't expect to win this game.
No, it's not even that. It's like I think we play good against them. My thing is, I think when we make the playoffs, let's say we play them and we get destroyed. I hope it's a learning lesson for us to be like, wow, we should have had more urgency earlier, or we should have gotten our shit together earlier, because this wouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we wouldn't have been faced against one of the best teams right now in the NBA.
Yeah.
But my thing that bothered me more was that they, like, Mike Budenholzer, right? That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
I hate that he fucking played everyone. I was like, just stop fucking playing people. Let us get this W.
Yeah,
but
there was a point in that game, actually.
But it was because that game clinched their playoffs, I think.
No.
Are you sure?
They had already clinched. You're thinking of the Warriors blowing out the Thunder.
No, I think
No, Milwaukee's clinched, bro. Milwaukee clinched.
Oh, no, yeah, Milwaukee clinched early. Sorry. Then he shouldn't have played them.
Yeah, and, he was a dick. I got my hopes up, though. I'm not going to lie, because we went up really early in the game, and he took Giannis out.
Oh, man, I was excited.
I thought it was just like, okay, we're gonna let them have this one. I'm gonna let Giannis rest so he doesn't get injured or anything.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I was surely mistaken. The guy came out and fucking dropped 33 on us.
Popovich would have done that.
Yeah, but dude, we've been talking about Milwaukee all season. You could fucking call this podcast Milwaukee Boys. We've talked about Milwaukee so much this season because they're just so
they're
fucking
really
good, man.
And again, people are really dismissing them. I'll give you another example. We're in that game. I was watching the game, and John Crotty, one of the Heat, I guess commentators, you could say, he was saying to Eric Reed in the middle of the game about how like this team just doesn't have that playoff experience. They haven't gone deep in the playoffs, and that he doesn't until they do that. Like he's like they haven't proven anything to him. They have to do that first. And I just didn't agree with that completely. Again, I've been saying this, how people are dismissing them because they don't have playoff experience. And he, like, right away went, which is, I mean, like, when you look at, like, what's the history, I mean, yeah, then it makes sense. He went with the Raptors. He's like, I'm going with the Raptors because I think the Raptors have made it far because they made it to, like, a conference finals recently. But to me, that doesn't matter. Again, I think like the Warriors I think they had 2 early exits back to back, and then they went to the finals. Yeah, and they won. So it doesn't, to me, that doesn't matter. I don't think you have to rely, like, a team doesn't have to consistently get to deep in the playoffs and then get pushed over the edge. That doesn't always happen that way. From what we see, that's why we've been talking about them a lot since the beginning of the season. The Bucks are focused and they're like very dialed in since the start. They've always had the sense of urgency that I feel like we should have had, and Giannis has it. Giannis looks very determined. The last couple of years that he's been taken out of the playoff run, he's really affected by it. Like, he takes it personal, and he works on his game, and he comes back stronger. And I don't know. I don't see that whole thing just because they don't have a lot of experience in the playoffs. I don't see that being a reason why you should count them out so fast. They're not gonna, like, again, I said it before, they're not gonna roll over and die when the playoffs come. Like, they have a lot of fight in them. Yeah. And that team is built around Giannis.
No, yeah.
And Budenholzer is a great coach. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of things going for them.
They have the experience there. Budenholzer's made the conference finals with the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. And that team was gross. Yeah. That team was gross. And they have, think about it, they have a bench.
And it wasn't even like they had a superstar like Giannis.
No.
They just had really good pieces.
Yeah, they just had good pieces that work together. But think about it, if you look at it, they have a lot. Just as much as the Raptors have, like, the Bucks have that as well. They have a superstar, like an actual superstar. They have high caliber players. They have great starters. They have a deep bench. They have great coaching. Now they got some experience, like some veterans, and they have some young guys. I don't know. I like the way they look.
I think they're gonna be good.
Moving on to the last game this week, which was the Hornets against us at our house. We ended up winning that game 93-75. Again, just another good game. Mm-hmm. Our game plan in this one was pretty cool. Our defensive scheme was doubling Kemba on everything, and we actually completely took him out of the game. Like,
that's what it seemed like.
No, we doubled him on every screen. We were like hard doubling, not a soft double, not an in between. We were hard doubling him around like every screen, and it showed. He had 10 points at the end of the game. He was 4 for 16 from the field, 2 for 8 from the 3, and
we did a fantastic
we did pretty
job.
Decent.
We
Jeremy
really
Lamb snapped though.
Yeah, man. Gosh.
But that's what happens when you take someone out of the game. You expect someone else to step up.
Oh, Jay Rich played like shit. 2 for 17. Are you shitting me?
0 for 9 from the 3, dude.
Oh, and he was plus 18. Oh my God, how did he do that? How did he pull that shit out of his ass? 5 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Okay, so he said, "Listen,
One turnover.
It's not working offensively. I'm gonna find different ways to get involved." He clearly did that because he was plus 18.
Can we just point out the fact that Olynyk played 31 minutes and had 4 points?
I mean,
he was off too though. 1 for 7, 0 for 3 from the field, from the 3.
Who the fuck was on? I'm confused.
Bam played good.
Dragic played good. He had 19 off the bench.
Bam played good.
17
Wade,
off the bench.
Wade and Dragic played good.
James Johnson finally appeared after like 30 games of sitting out.
11, I think it was.
Yeah,
but he came out. He was all right too.
I thought you were talking about his points. I was like,
No. He had 6 points.
Yeah, plus 14. He did a great job. I'm not.
Oh, and Winslow didn't play.
Yeah, Winslow didn't play.
And we beat him by a hefty margin.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, bro, get rid of Winslow, bro. Right there. Get rid of Winslow, bro. Winslo's out, bro. I just went to a Bad Bunny concert and I just thought about it, bro. Let's get Winslow out of here, bro. Fucking give me a fucking break, bro.
Oh man, Bad Bunny was in town. Good thing I don't go by that area.
Shout out.
Must have been fucking crazy.
Bad Bunny.
Shout out. I spend any clothes or you have any bank. I hope this doesn't get like.
Watch us, bro.
Bad Bunny, if you want to get on the show and talk about your appearance in the Celebrity All-Star game,
you keep
let
your
us
sunglasses
know.
on, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Because you wear them everywhere.
It's okay.
Good for you,
We
buddy.
won't judge you.
A really good barber that can fix you up.
This was like a really slow scoring game. Like at the end of the third quarter, it was like 61-60 or something like that.
I'm not gonna lie.
We outscored them by 17 points though in the fourth. So
Yeah. No, the fourth.
we won the game in the fourth quarter.
The fourth, yeah, because the game was pretty close. It was like they had 20 in the first quarter. We had 19. Then they had 19 in the second quarter. We had 20. Then 21, 22. And then the fourth, they had 15 points. We had 32. So in the fourth quarter, we really turned on the turbo jets.
We only shot 39% as a team. They shot 31 though, which holding them to 31%. I don't know what they average, but still. Like,
bro, for a second, I was looking at fast break points. I was like, bro, we have 1 turnover.
Again. I mean, we only had 11 turnovers though. It's a great job. Remember, 14 is the magic number. If you're below 14, in my eyes, you're doing a great job of controlling the basketball. We shot 39% though from the 3. They only shot 19%.
Yeah, that helped.
Huge.
Yeah.
And we started the game off terrible. We were like 0 for 5 from the 3 at the beginning.
Jay Rich was 0 for 9
in the game.
That's crazy.
We only shot 63% though from the free throw line. I'm telling you, we've seen it already, and it's gonna happen, especially in the playoffs. It's gonna bite us in the ass not being able to knock down free throws, and it already has. So we gotta tighten up. Our team played great though. The only person in the negative was Rodney Magruder.
Bro,
go figure. Jesus,
look at this. KO and
our starters
were responsible for 12 of those misses.
Our starters
out of 22.
Our starters
shot themselves.
Our starters shot 5 for 22 from the 3, and our bench shot 8 for 11.
This is like the
3.
fucking Watergate scandal. Like, I want to get to the bottom of this. How did Richardson become positive out of that game? How, dude?
So he was on the
bro.
floor.
I don't even.
Because he played.
He only had 1 turnover. I understand that because he played the whole game. Yeah, you're right. But still, he only had 1 turnover. That does not make that efficiency does not make up for this inefficiency.
5 to 1 assist to turnover ratio. That's pretty.
Bro, he made 2 shots.
As a team,
out of 17.
I think we had a lot of assists, right? Yeah, we had. Holy shit, we had 25 assists as a team. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Great sharing the basketball, sharing the wealth. I like that.
But back to the point you were making, though. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say now?
No, I was just gonna kind of close this up. I feel like we're taking a lot of time with Heat.
Yeah,
Week.
back to the point where you were saying though, the free throws are definitely gonna get us.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't want them to like whatever. It doesn't matter.
One of the games we're gonna get swept. Okay, look, we're gonna get swept by Toronto or Milwaukee, whichever one. Maybe we'll take a game. One of the games that we lose though is gonna come down to like 3 points.
I think we'll take 2.
It's okay. Confident. I like the confidence. One of the games is gonna come down to like a 3-point game, and we're gonna have missed 15 free throws in that game. Watch. That's how this shit works.
Sounds like us.
Great week though for Miami. We just got to keep going, man. If we're gonna make this playoff push, we really got to keep trying to push.
Again, there's a lot of sense of urgency. Camera shut off.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I don't know when.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that, guys. Camera shut off on us.
So the Marlins are 8-0 in spring training. Wrong podcast.
Ron Padcost.
Wrong Tide Pod.
Wrong Tide Pod.
Wrong Tide Pod.
Sorry about that, guys. It shouldn't have cut out too much for you guys listening. It doesn't matter.
Don't
I guess.
apologize.
So I'm not gonna talk about it too much. But for the guys on YouTube, I apologize. We gotta figure this shit out because it's ridiculous.
What were we talking about?
We were just finishing
Wrapping something up.
We were wrapping up Heat Week. You're just talking about carrying the momentum if we're really gonna make the playoff.
Yeah.
push.
So basically that. I mean,
Shout out to George for catching the camera shutting off. You guys won't miss
my face.
You guys won't miss too much. It doesn't matter, bro.
we
It's
we
in my
kind
face all the
of
time.
we were talking about it,
That's
and
what she
basically what's it called? No, that's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. What's it called? But we were talking about it, and we were saying that the urgency is definitely there. Sucks that it's so late, but again, we're just like this season has been kind of one of those things where very early on we weren't stressed like previous seasons. We don't know why, and we kind of just rode the wave, and we're at where we're at right now. And I do like the mindset. I like what we're doing. I hope it carries on, like you said, carry the momentum going forward. Not that much left in the season. Let's finish strong. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
And the playoffs, I do think this year are going to be exciting, even in the East. I think they're going to be exciting. I do think they're going to be exciting in the West also, because I think the Warriors aren't as dominant as they were last year, and they were even less dominant than the year before that. The first year they got KD was, I think, their best year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most scariest year, even though they didn't beat the record, that was still like the scariest year for them.
Yeah, dude. And
But,
and like even now, it's like it sucks because you think, oh yeah, they're slowing down, but it's like, yeah, but they added DeMarcus Cousins, you know.
Yeah.
and it's like
It's just
sucks.
crazy to think that like they added DeMarcus last game against OKC. They didn't have KD and they blew OKC out by like 20. That's like the type of stuff that worries me.
And
you know?
Russ got a technical, so he is not playing Monday night against the Miami Heat, baby. Let's fucking go.
There you go. What's it called? But what were we gonna talk about? I kind of want to just brush over the Zion thing real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about Zion, dude. You know,
Tell him the story though. That was pretty cool.
about him hitting up the girl.
What? No, man. Gosh darn. Edit that out. We can't do my mans like that, dude.
Yeah,
What?
everyone knows about it.
Now,
dude.
yeah,
Hey,
I'm just joking. But
bro, number one draft prospect shoot their shots too. You know, come
yeah,
on, man.
on and off the court.
You can't hate on him for doing it,
On
bro.
and off the court. There you go.
That girl was dumb though.
I just hope I hope your shoes don't break off the court though. If you know what I mean.
Stop. Stop.
If you know what I mean though.
That girl's an idiot though, man.
Whatever, bro. We don't
Dude,
care about that.
I would have wiped that guy up in a second. You know what that is?
Okay, we don't care about that.
No, for real. She's dumb.
So Nike flew out to the exact factory
Supposedly,
location.
I don't know where I read
supposedly.
this. Actually, I forgot.
Well, it's not. Let's scratch this.
No,
I
no.
just trust you with
No,
everything that you
yeah,
say.
No, because you should. Because I fact check shit sometimes.
Because you should. They supposedly singled out the issue.
Yeah, you want me to tell the story?
Yeah.
All right, so Nike flew out to
No,
where,
let me tell the story.
Nike flew out to Duke, United States of America, Duke, the state. Yeah, they basically went. They checked out the shoes, saw the rip. Then they went to China. Checked out like quality. They basically did like quality control over there.
Yeah.
To make sure, and they found like the best shoes
For him.
for what happened, like to avoid what happened. So now he's wearing Kyrie's. No, he's wearing that sounds like I'm saying Kyle Lowry like really fast. Kyrie's.
It does.
Now he's wearing Kyrie 4s, which I think should have good ankle support because Kyrie has like glass legs. So
Yeah. So first game back, I don't know who it was against actually.
Syracuse.
He went 13 for 13, which like tied an ACC record for like most field goals made without a miss in a game. And he was just on. I think he dropped
31.
30 something. Yeah, 31. And he played like an animal.
And they only had like 70 points as a team or something.
Yeah,
like
that was crazy. And then in that little tournament they're running, and then the next game he
the
played.
ACC tournament.
He played.
It's kind of a big tournament, George. It's not a little one.
That's little to me, man. March Madness, baby. Where your brackets at? But
We should do brackets,
dude,
even though we don't watch college basketball.
it's not even that. It's like
all.
I don't even care about that. It's just like the stress of figuring out every matchup and then like it being wrong after the first day of games just sucks.
I'll print you out a bracket. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect.
We'll do a little
do it for
competition
fun.
between us.
We'll do it for fun. $100.
Bragging rights. I'm not paying any fucking
what's it
money.
called? So
I'm not giving you any money.
what happens is then the next game they play UNC, which was pretty quick because like UNC beat them last time.
They beat them twice already.
Yeah.
Without Zion.
And this was like, okay, let's see what happens. And it was actually a really close
They
game.
only beat him by 1.
They only beat him by 1, and UNC had 2 times chances to score.
Yeah.
RJ missed both free throws
What,
at the end of the game.
He missed both?
Both.
Oh, I only saw him miss 1.
No, I think he missed both because
I wasn't watching the game.
No,
I was at Wingstop.
I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure he missed both because UNC still had a chance to make just make a shot.
Yeah, because it was only a 1-point game.
Yeah.
So they fouled him with 1 point, like down 1.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But then the point guard still shot. Like, he chucked up a 3, I think.
The point guard was an idiot.
But he's good.
Did they have a timeout left?
I don't know.
I was talking about that with my friends.
But
You don't let those dumb kids, like let them do it.
Yeah.
In college?
No, you do
No,
not let
I
the
want
offense
full
roll.
control over the team
Yeah.
if I'm a coach.
But whatever. They won that game. Big deal. And then they won. They went on to the finals for that tournament. They won against FSU, which was like ridiculous
You're
because
shitting me.
they were like doubling Zion. And like if Zion was anywhere near the basket, triple team. It was craziest thing. Zion would just
And he
go,
still had 20-something.
pump fake, throw the ball up against the rim, go around everyone because he read the rebound, grab it, and put it back. It was ridiculous,
Yeah.
dude. Ridiculous.
Yeah, he's so good,
He's
man.
so good. He's so dominant.
It's so
too.
fun to watch.
And he takes good shots.
I'm kind of
He doesn't really force anything.
I'm kind of excited for March Madness
I guess in
because
the paint, kinda.
every single game that they play better be televised.
Yeah.
Or what if they lose in the first round? Oh my god,
Dude.
that'd be hilarious.
I mean, he might do it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So you get ready for the NBA draft.
Yeah.
But so that's that. He's playing. People were it was controversial whether he would come back or not. Some people were against it. Some people said he should just chill. He was guaranteed a spot, which is true. But he seems like he's very adamant. Like, he loves the game. He loves the team. He wants to play.
He's a hooper, bro.
Yeah.
Hooper's hoop.
There you go.
Simple as that.
So he's playing. I don't
Even
care.
though I know I said like 3 weeks ago that he shouldn't play.
I don't.
again.
I don't mind because I think like he's exciting to watch. So it sucks not to watch him. But I
Yeah.
mean, we're gonna see him soon anyways in the NBA. But
Yeah.
other than that,
March Madness. We'll do some brackets. You know what you guys should do? Send us
It'd be
your
fun.
brackets. We should do. I wish we could like set that up where we have like we do brackets together. But then like people wouldn't do it unless like there's money involved. Like I feel. I don't know. Maybe we should do some brackets together.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we got to do that soon actually because the
Yeah.
teams get selected. The
Well,
seedings.
it's already March.
The seeding's today. They do the seeding today, I think.
Okay.
Or it already came out, or they do it Monday. I don't know. So we got to do that soon.
Yeah.
If we will set that up. If not, maybe we'll do it next year. You guys could just show me your brackets.
Yeah,
I want to see what you guys.
We'll do it. It'll be real quick.
All right, we'll do it between us for sure.
It takes 5 minutes.
We're gonna do it between us. We'll cover that this week. Anything else to talk about this week? This might be
Honestly, basketball related, like NBA. Listen, I
season
think
slow.
I think I think that this week was slow. This part of the season is just about people clinching. Really, Warriors clinched theirs, so that was pretty cool, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think it's right now. It's just like the finishing touches. People are either resting or making the extra push, or
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm super excited for these playoffs. I really am. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's just a thing that I say every year because I just get excited for
It's
playoffs,
gonna be fun.
but I'm excited.
Cause like even us being LeBron fans, where LeBron was like a lock for the finals every year, like we enjoyed that.
Yeah,
But like now it's gonna be fun to see a different team.
yeah.
Even if we aren't LeBron haters. I know LeBron haters have been dying for a different team
For this
come
to
out
happen,
East.
though.
So
Yeah. This is it. This is it for
Yeah.
all the Michael Jordan fans or the LeBron
Congratulations.
haters. This is it.
you guys got what you wanted.
This is and it's not that. This is it. This is what's gonna seal the deal for them.
Yeah, 100%.
This is it. This is why he sucks.
Yeah.
No, he sucks. He's not even like. It's not about being better than Michael Jordan. It's that he sucks.
Did you
that
see?
he's garbage.
Did you see Kobe? Did you see Baron Davis? I think said that Kobe would 100% take this squad to the playoffs. Bro, Kobe Bryant had like the worst season in franchise history with the Lakers. Like they had like the worst record.
Baron Davis. First of all, you struggle winning games in the Drew League with your group of guys. All right, and that's against some random people from the crowds. All right, some uncles that go to barbecues after those games. All right, buddy. So really, I can't stand it.
No, it's true.
Baron Davis, you retired like what is it? 7 years too early? Just stop talking, bro.
I hope it was Baron Davis that said that. I think it was.
Whoever it was.
Whoever it was,
That's
it probably
right there.
applies to you
If
too.
it's not Baron Davis, whatever. You're not even good when they invite you on those shows to talk. Have you seen him on those shows?
Yeah. No, he's not.
I'm not one to talk because I suck at this stuff.
Yeah, we
but-
suck at this, but
But you
But
get
we
paid
don't-
for
we-
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so that's the difference.
exactly.
you know?
Hopefully, we get paid for this one day.
One day.
I think that's about it for basketball, though.
That was a good episode.
You know, it was a good
Almost
episode.
Smacked you into the mic.
You know what we should do, actually, which I've been, like, thinking about in my head? We should do bonus episodes for Game of Thrones.
What does that have to do with the Heat?
Exactly. Like, I think it'd be cool, though, to just do it for fun. Like, since last season, you know, I don't know how, like, with it you guys would be. It wouldn't be a part of our regular episode, though. So you guys, like, wouldn't have to, like, listen to it. Even though you guys don't have to listen to anything. You guys could just not listen. Like, really, you know?
Don't say stuff like that.
But, like, I'm not saying it, like, in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, if you guys want to skip parts of this episode, you can, you know? Like, but, like, I don't know. I've been playing with the thought of it in my head because, like, I would really want to do it. But, like, it doesn't really have anything to do with basketball. But at the same time, like,
we could discuss it.
Game of Thrones is like Super Bowl Sunday every week.
Outside of this.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think, actually.
No, I didn't. I know it sounded terrible.
No,
I didn't
yeah.
mean it like that.
No, but let us know what you guys think about that. If you guys aren't with it, okay. Me and George will just have our discussions by ourselves without microphones in our faces. But, because we watch it, you know, we're waiting for April 14th. So, that does it, though, for this episode. I'm sorry if we've talked about random shit. Like, I feel like...
It was good. It was good.
We got so off track at the beginning, and we got so off track at the end. But you know what?
We're going to wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up.
Right now.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Be sure to follow us on social media if you guys aren't. On Instagram, it's Biscayne Boys Podcast, and Twitter, it's at Biscayne Boys Pod. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, make sure you subscribe on iTunes. But head over to YouTube, subscribe, like the video. That's about it from us, though, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to tune in next week. Peace out.